More than one cycle of the cosine wave is shown. 3 of the statements are true, 1 is false. Identify the false statement. Cosine of pi over 3, so that's this purple point right here, equals cosine of 5 pi over 3, which is this point right here. And as you can see, they have the same y value, which is at exactly 1/2. Therefore, this is true. Cosine 2 pi over 3, so that's this negative half here, equals cosine of 4 pi over 3, which is also at negative half. Therefore, this is true. Cosine of 3 pi over 2. So where's 3 pi over 2? That's 1/2 pi. So if this is pi, 3 pi over 2 is going to be right here. And we know from our unit circle that 3 pi over 2 is this point right at the bottom. And we know that the cosine is 0 there, so that works out. So 0, which is what this is less than cosine of 11 pi over 6. Now where's 11 pi over 6? 11 pi over 6 is 1/6 away from 12 pi over 6, which is 2 pi. So it's like right there. It's very close to 2 pi, but not quite. And this number, which is very close to 1, is going to be greater than 0. Therefore, this is true. Cosine squared of 3 pi over 4 equals 1/4. All right, 3 pi over 4. 3/4 pi. So remember, this scale is based on thirds. So we're going to have to figure out where this is. Here's pi. Here is 0. Here, actually, we have pi over 4 right here. So we know that 3 boxes represents 1/4 pi. So if we go 3 more, 1, 2, 3, this is pi over 2. 3 more, 1, 2, 3, this is 3 pi over 4. So this is 1 pi over 4, this is 2 pi over 4, this is 3 pi over 4, and that is 4 pi over 4. So at this point, the cosine value is almost negative 3/4. Therefore, this is not true. This would only be true if the cosine value of 3 pi over 4 was negative 1/2, which it is at 2 pi over 3. However, at 3 pi over 4, it is a smaller number than negative 1/2. Therefore, this is not true. The answer here is D.